Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. I've got this AEG Lava Mat Turbo. It's an AEG L76680WD. It's a washer dryer. I want to do another test wash on it. So down here on the floor I've got a Henry filter and some other rags. So we'll chuck them all in now. And some gloves, and then I need some soap. We'll put a little bit of detergent in here. Not much, none of it's particular. Well, actually there's a bit of grease on some of those rags. So I've already given the filter a hose off to get all the big crud off it. And then let's see now here, what are we doing? On, off. Yeah, okay, coming up. I want to put it on a super fast wash. I don't want to waste any time on this. Can I make it spin faster? 1200 is what it is. I want to test this, but I want the rags to be wet because I want to test the drying stuff. I think the drying end of this machine is broken. I think the washing end is fine. But I don't know because I haven't done any tests on it. So let's press start. 20 minutes. It's gone on to the second cycle. The lock is on. There's the pump coming on, and then we should hear the water going in here. There's a few drips coming out the end of the hose. There's the water coming in. Okay, let's leave it to it. This is a really nice machine. It's already started turning, and you can barely hear it. It's difficult to see through two layers of plastic and glass in the door, but you can see the Henry filter there turning. Very quiet motor on this machine. I think I'm going to take it apart after a while. Especially if the tumble dryer doesn't work, I'll have a reason to take it apart and just see what sort of motor it has. It's definitely brushless. It may be 3-phase or some other kind of brushless motor that's attached to it, or it might be like an LG with the you know, direct drive, so there's no belt at all. It's very quiet. Quite a nice machine, but I was told it's broken, so I want to see if it works and get it going. Down to 16 minutes and it's agitating nicely. Not much to it. Given that the rags are slightly dirty, and I didn't think that filter was that dirty really, hosing it down was probably enough to clean off the snots off it. Given all that, we'll see what the wash water looks like when it comes out, but I'm not expecting it to be too bad. So down to 12 minutes now, and over here is the water that just came out. Oops. It's alright, it's a little bit warm as well. That was probably up on 30 something degrees. Not bad. 10 minutes to go and it's pumping out again. It's clearer this time, as you'd expect. This is the first rinse. Quite a bit of water coming out there. Cold water that time. It's pretty clear that. It's really amazingly quiet. 3 minutes to go. It's working up to a spin. You can see it spinning and vibrating away there because it's got an unbalanced load, small load, odd shaped things. But it's a nice machine, this. Alright, a couple of minutes we'll come back and just see how that filter looks. So this one's gone to 0. It started beeping. Let's turn it off there. Does it go off? Doesn't want to. Door's open anyways. And let's have a look at this filter. Ooh, it's popped apart. Okay, so that's, no, it hasn't really. It's just meant to sit in there. I think there's some of these have a rubber gasket. Yeah, it's stayed on here, that rubber gasket. I'll push that back together to hold its shape. The elastic's a bit dead in it. That's come out pretty good. Leave that there to dry. Shush you! Maybe I'll turn you off. Does that stop you? I'll press the button. Yeah, there we go. And then the other stuff is just clean enough, I guess. Let's have a look at it. That machine is very silent. So what I want to get to is the drying portion. This one had a load of grease on it, or else it was this blue one. Well, they're both blue, obviously. There's a bit of crumbs on it. That looks like washing powder there. Hasn't been washed off, but I guess it's a fast wash. Maybe I put in too much powder. Okay, let's put those back in. On. So, well, there's a wash dry 60 minutes. I could have just tried that. Let's try cotton's dry. It's gone up to 12 minutes. Drying time? 15, 20, 25. Let's put it at 30 because we've had other machines recently that doesn't like temp. Okay. Error 32. Don't know what that means. Drying level. Iron, cupboard, sun. Drying level. Iron dry. Okay, that'll do me. Start. Locked. It's pumping out. It's got a little heating symbol there. It's similar to the top of the onsen symbol in Japanese thermal spas, thermal baths. You can hear the pump running. Can't see it turning yet. Give it a bit, come back to it. I don't know if that's 2 hours or something else. The 2.00 there. Guess I will find out. Okay, so I've just missed it there. It's gone black again, but it seems to be doing something now. Hopefully it'll come back again. It had E91 and then it went back to the previous display. So there's E91, it might do it again. And then back to the previous display of... Oh, it did a beep there. Drying level start post. So it's kind of got back to 158. So it seems like every minute it's trying to pump out. Something's happening. E91 was it? Come back again now. Yeah, E91. Okay, that time it's staying on with these things and beeping away. E91, lights are on, 157. So it's definitely not going to dry this stuff, I'd say. But then it goes black and it starts pumping again. I think inside of this there's a control board for the dryer separately, so I might have a look inside it. But E91 is the issue. If you'd help me with that. The comments are below, and I know people here are pretty good with this stuff. I'll Google it as well, but you guys might be able to say what the right way to fix it is. That'd be really helpful. So I turned it off. I've taken the top off. It's very clean. It's very clean inside. On the back here there's a little data plate under the lid. Date 16/03/31, which I presume is 2016, March 31st of March 2016. It's switched off now, so there's no power coming in here, I presume. It's quite interesting. So there's your power coming in here. That's your suppressor. I presume that works. There's a little earth point up here. Cables come over here. Inlet going 3 ways. Cold only fill. So one will be for the dryer, I presume, for the dryer condensing water, and then pre-wash and regular cycle. Hose feels quite thin there, but I don't know if that makes any difference. There's your dryer unit up on top. I presume there's a motor in here, and judging by the cables that go to that motor, it's got 5 of them. Judging from the 5, it's got different speeds, but it's also possibly a little DC motor. Don't know. Thermostat element on the... There's the element for the dryer, and there is another thermostat earth point here. There's the drain out water pipe there, and there's a board. You're upside down now, but Selectra iron. Don't know what that means. Don't know where these are made, these AEGs. Don't know. Oh, there's some codes on the motor there. Yeah, it is 310 to 340 volts DC, 21 watts. There you go. Yeah, so there's a PCB in here. There's another PCB. You're upside down now, in on the back of here. I don't know if there's another PCB down the bottom, so it could be... Well, I guess we'll have to look at that code and people can tell me what they think. It might be possible to do a repair if it's just a switch for turning on. Like, I wonder, is it a switch that turns on this fan, or it turns on the element that's not working? Because the pump was working, it knew it was in the drying cycle, but it knew that some feedback loop wasn't happening. And it kept trying it, and then it kept failing. Could take that motor off and just look and see how it feels. That's one option. Could also test with a multimeter, test these elements, but I'll Google what the thing is first, and you guys will tell me what it might be as well. And we'll see if we get any further forward with this AEG Protex Lava Mat Turbo. The interlock's still stuck, so I've just turned it off. It should have popped, but because I turned it off when it was in an error, that's a bit weird. Might hear that click in a minute then. Don't know, I'll come back to that. I don't need to get at that laundry really. Any ideas, questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.